Hello, sir. Shall I start the presentation?
Yes, Anand sir came. You can start.
Okay, sir. I'll start it now. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, it's visible. You can start. We are recording, no? Yes.
Yes, sir. I'll start recording now. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Syeda Masra Jabeen. My teammates are Santoshni, Pooja, and Syed Abdul Kareem. We are representing batch 4 of final year project teams under the guidance of Professor Hemant Tessar. We are here to present our system software requirement specification. Our project title is Novel COVID-19 Detection using ML. So let me give you a small introduction about our project. So as we all know, coronavirus detection has become a global health issue and is an area of concern. Every day there are increasing in the number of patients day by day, and the testing limited number of testing kits. There are no automation. There is no automation for corona. So the complete process is done manually, where patients attend doctors and they have to diagnose them manually. So in our proposed solution, we are going to detect COVID-19 using automate test X-ray images and applying deep learning algorithms. Here we are using a large data set and classifying the images with and without image augmentation. That is, we are doing 3-class classification. We are taking the chest X-ray images as the input, and the output we are getting as normal, viral, or COVID-19 pneumonia. So the next slide will be explained by Pooja.
Functional software engineering defines a function of a software system or its component. Function is described as a set of input, behavior, and output. Functional requirements may be calculation, technical details, data manipulation, and processing, and other specific functionality that define what a system is supposed to accomplish. In our project, we have two users, admin and researchers. Admin is one who maintains the entire application. Admin can add new admins and
Saida, I think Pooja is
admin
having
can
technical
upload the
issues,
test.
maybe network issues. I think someone can take over.
Okay. Santoshni, can you explain this part?
Sir, 1 minute, sir. I will. Functional requirements. In
Yeah,
our
Pooja, go.
project, we have two users, admin and receptionist. Admin is the one who maintains the entire application. Admin can add new admins and staff. Admin can upload the chest X-ray images, and prediction is done through trained deep CNN model, and results are stored in database. Staff can log in through credentials provided by them from the admin and can only retrieve the details stored in a database by the admin so as to communicate with the patient. Coming to non-functional requirements, non-functional requirements imposes the constraints on the design or implementation. These includes first one, accessibility, making the website usable by as many as possible. Second one, confidentiality, regarding security or privacy issues surrounding the use of product of data used or created by the product, and define any user identify authentication requirements. Third one, economic feasibility, low cost setup aiming for high reach. Fourth one, performance. The performance constraints specify the timing characteristics of certain tasks or features are more sensitive than others. Fifth one, reliability. The data is given to deep training model with an high accuracy and precision to give out high quality prediction most of the time. Coming to hardware and software requirements, hardware requirements, Intel Core i5, hard disk 1 TB, RAM 8 GB, graphics 8 GB GTX and 1650 AI. Software requirements, operating system Windows 7 and above, language Python, tool Anaconda, browser Chrome and Firefox.
So this
Next
case
comes
is explained by Santoshini.
Initially, we are going to collect the dataset. In our project, the dataset contains chest X-ray images. We have collected 5,856 chest X-ray images, which is available in Kaggle website. After collecting the dataset, we are going to pre-process the data in order to remove the unwanted data, which is not required for disease prediction, and also it will remove the redundant data. After pre-processing, augmentation will be done. Augmentation will contain two techniques, rotation and translation. Rotation means the rotating the images in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction by 5, 10, 15 degrees. And in each degree, it will generate the images. Translation in translation contains translating the images horizontally, vertically. And then after that, we are going to apply the deep CNN model in which we are using ChexNet and ResNet 18 models. In this model, we are going to compare the accuracy, precision, sensitivity, and specificity of these two models. After that, the model will predict the disease and provide the classification as a normal COVID-19 and pneumonia. The next comes the flow diagram. Here, as I already said, we have collected the data set. After collecting the data set, we are going to divide it as training and testing. For 60% of data, we will be taken for training and remaining 40% for testing. The training data set will be pre-processed and augmentation will be done. After that, the feature extraction in order to extract the feature and to pointing to the specific region which is required for disease prediction. After that, we are going to apply the CNN model for training. Once the model is trained, it will detect the disease and it gives the classification as normal, COVID-19 and pneumonia. And same way for testing, it will once again that for testing data, it will image pre-processed and augmentation will be done. After that, it will also give the classification for pneumonia, COVID-19 and normal. Next, it will be further continued by Abdul Karim.
So the user can log in through like from the admin and user. So the admin, when he logins to his credential, he can create or he can view the stuff. He can also upload the images. He can store the result and he can also view the result. So when a user logs in to his credentials, the only thing he can do is he can view his results.
Kareem, you there?
Yeah.
Great.
So the admin, when he logs in, so he can create the stuff, he can view the stuff, he can store the result, he can view the result, and he can also upload the videos, images of the patient. But when the user logs in, he can only view the result, his particular result, and he can log out.
So here we have used two algorithms, ChexNet and ResNet. ChexNet, as we all know, chest X-rays are currently the best available method for diagnosing pneumonia. So ChexNet is a 121-layer convolution neural network that inputs a chest X-ray image and outputs the probability of pneumonia along with the heat map, localizing the areas of the image most indicative of pneumonia. And we are also using ResNet, which is a convolution neural network that is 18 layers deep. That actually it is said that the deeper layers predict the outcomes better, results better, but ResNet being a less denser layer, it can perform better in performance when compared to ResNet 101. So as you can see, these are the expected results. We can get normal, viral, and COVID-19 pneumonia. So this work progress will be explained by Santoshini.
Work progress. Dataset collection is completed. Image pre-processing, feature extraction is in progress. train one, and then we are going to apply the algorithm, and we are going to train the model, and then we are going to optimize it, and the final output and analysis will be done end to done.
Thank you all. Any questions?
Any questions from reviewers, reviewing students and HOD sir?
Any questions, sir?
What is the output format?
Sorry, sir.
What is the expected output format? Maybe whether they are the images or what, or in the just like we put text data or what?
Sir, it will be in the
Final
form of
output
text data, sir.
text data. But go to last slide.
This slide, sir.
Previous slide. But here you are showing the output like image.
Yes, sir. Here we have put the images. If you want, we can put it as images also, but I think it will be better if we just keep as text, sir.
No. Next slide.
This slide, sir.
No, yeah. This is what we got to know. Means you
Yes,
will
sir.
be showcasing the result in this format.
Yes, sir.
But now you are saying that it will be in the text format.
The a front end part, when the user logs in, patient especially, I think it will be better if we just see the result whether he has pneumonia or not. But if you want, we can put the images also as the results. Sir.
Okay, result only yes or no or what?
No, sir, it will be whether he has pneumonia or COVID-19 or he is normal, nothing else.
That's what. Only 3 options. You will get result
Yes,
as
sir.
normal, COVID-19.
Yes, sir.
or
When he
pneumonia.
enters his age,
You will not-
name, age, gender,
you will not
and
speak- you will not-
sorry,
okay,
sir.
okay. You will not speak in terms of percentage, like how much
Mm.
affected.
No, sir.
It's not like
we are
that?
not. No, sir. Just when they enter their names and the credentials, then it will be prompted to another web page where they will get displayed of their image that they have normal, viral, or COVID-19 pneumonia.
Okay, your data set is also a image.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How many images you are considering?
We have
So we're considering 5,000.
856 images.
Along with that, you have all the data like age.
No,
All
sir,
other
we have
parameters.
only images.
Like
Just
just now
X-ray.
she told that she got some data, right? Some gender, age.
So that is when the patient enters it into that.
Okay, patient.
We will feed it in such a way that when they put their name, age, and everything, their images we will be uploading, no, sir, so that will be displayed.
Data set contains only chest X-ray images, sir.
Okay.
Any other questions, sir?
From the
To follow up with Anand sir's question, so can you incorporate that? Like, what percentage of lungs is damaged, irrespective of whether it is viral pneumonia or can you display that?
Okay,
data?
sir.
Is it possible?
If you want, then we will
Further diagnosis.
make. Yes, sir. We
Yes,
will
sir, we
further
can,
add
we
into
can.
it, sir. We can add it in the
I
front
think that
end
was
part.
a good input.
Yes,
Take
sir.
that into consideration
Okay, sure, sir.
because that may help doctors plan for the treatment.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure, we will incorporate that also, sir.
Question.
Yeah, I was about to say that only. Actually, right now you're just saying yes or no. It is something similar to the just RT-PCR result, like whether it's positive or negative. That's it. If you incorporate that, like how much percentage it has affected, means that would be much more better, I guess.
Okay, ma'am. We will even output the images, and also we will incorporate the percentage also.
Yeah, and in the output format, you said that you'll be giving the images, right, as the output.
Yes, ma'am.
In addition to that, you will be providing some text information also, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Like
Yes, ma'am.
this much percentage will be affected like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so in the next phase, we'll be looking into that also.
Yes, ma'am. Surely, ma'am, we'll do it.
Yeah. Huh, huh.
Could you tell me the difference between negative and positive chest X-rays? What will be the difference between negative and positive cases? As far as pneumonia is concerned, you just tell me. Then we'll go for COVID. First, you tell me what is the complication will be there in the chest as far as pneumonia is there in negative and positive. Because you should know the difference between negative and positive, then only you can get some input from the chest X-rays. What will be the difference, negative and positive?
Yes, sir.
So once it is infected, there are some symptoms. How do you differentiate that symptoms from normal chest X-ray to the infected chest X-ray?
Sir, they will definitely have some inflammation in their lungs.
Okay.
And the bronchi, they will be feeling shortness of breath, which is dyspnea.
Okay.
So
No, you
based
talk
on,
in terms of image.
okay, so we can see the inflammation part.
You just explain in terms of images, because your query image or your input image, your project sample is chest X-ray only, na?
Yes, sir.
So you should know negative what is there, in positive what is there. How do you convert this into your sample?
Sir, I guess mostly because of the inflammation
Hmm?
and the.
No, there is could you list out the difference between?
I don't know, sir.
HOD sir. HOD sir. I think we lost him. Can you check? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
We can hear it.
Yes, sir. Where is HOD sir? I want to contribute something. I think. Hello, sir. Okay, guys. So I think what HOD sir is saying. Okay. There is something we call understanding chest X-ray. Okay. So I will send you guys that video.
Yeah,
okay?
Victor, you are the right person. You just explained something about how
Yes,
to collect the input. You know that.
Okay, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You listen whether I'm explaining rightly now or wrongly, also, sir. So,
yeah.
So what happened was, I listened to some radiologists. Okay. So the link also I will share with the students. So the video was called, I think, Understanding Chest X-ray Images. Okay. So there are 4 things. First thing he gave this acronym, right? RIPE.
Yes.
Okay, and ABCDE. So what is that RIPE? He said you have to look for rotation. First thing. Then next is inspiration. Third is projection, and fourth is exposure. Now, let me go to regarding to your question, sir. We have to look for A, B, C, D, E. So A is the airway. Is there any blockage in that? How is the breathing, related? I mean, how is there any obstruction as regards to the breathing? And look at the cardiac, especially the diaphragm now, because in this case, as she was telling, right, if it is pneumonia, then our area of interest will be mostly towards the diaphragm, right? Like there will be kind of an elongation or something like that. And if there is air bubble or sorry, some liquid. Yes, sir.
Victor, Victor, you said the airways.
sir.
Yeah, that is correct. Because this
Yes, sir.
RBC and WBC, RBC is carrying oxygen
Yes, sir.
from the chest to the some other nook and corner of the body. When it is carrying
Yes,
oxygen
sir.
from here, if the cells or airways are closing because of it is infected, it is this virus is attacking to the airways only. It is going to block
Correct.
the
Yes,
airways.
sir.
So you 10 volume 10% of the air is coming inside the chest. It has to go exit 10% only. Something where is rest there means it is going to give some of the complications like mild heart attacks and other things will be there, isn't it? So see 100%
Yes.
oxygen it has to go out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You just continue. Yeah.
Okay, no, sir, no. That's what, no, I wanted to know, sir, well, like, is that what you're asking them? Because I think for now, they have not looked at it from the clinical part. So they will not be able to tell whether it is normal or abnormal. So because if you see the output also, sir, the output there, they missed out something, which is very important. Segmentation was not there in their flow. You know, before you go even to detect segmentation, obviously we have to do, but it was not there in the flow of their presentation. So, and if you see the outputs, most of
they are capable of doing all the technical part, whatever it is there. You can do. They can use CNN. Otherwise, they can go over AN and SPM. That part the student are capable to do. The thing is, they have to have a clarity with the inputs. Then only they will get a good output.
Yes, sir. We will look into
yes, sir.
it.
Okay. Yeah. Sure, sir. Let me just say one thing here, sir. See, most of the things like, you know, when we check online, they don't explain they don't explain the radiological part of it. Okay. So most of the tutorials and the projects out there, they simply train on the CNN and things like that and then give an output. Okay, sir. So that's why I was like, okay, fine. Is this what you're asking, sir? I don't know much about, you know, how much volume should be there or something, but this was what I just read. So I thought maybe that might be what you're asking, sir. That's all, sir. I'm not really sure also whether it was exactly what you meant, sir. So yes, sir.
Yeah, here
okay, sir, please, you just help us out.
No. They don't want to conduct the study or case study about the lungs. At least they should know. See, if the airways is going to black, so when they are taking the grayscale of the picture, there will be some either the contrast will be more or the brightness will be more. Based on that, they will put grid or something. They will train the query database. Then they will collect some information about the pixels. And same thing they are comparing with that. Whenever the user are feeding some images, then it has to be identified. It has to identify the particular images comparing with the particular image. Alva.
Yes, sir. We will look into it, sir.
ನೋಡಮ್ಮ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಚೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಈವನ್ ನ್ಯೂಮೋನಿಯಾ ಆರ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೋಸಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಬಟ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೂ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಿ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಬಟ್ ಚೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಿ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So you should know those parameters. You have to compare with the normal X-ray, chest X-ray, what is there, and infected patient chest X-ray. You take that, you find out the parameters. Okay. So based on that parameters, you will apply your technology. Then automatically, so you ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ, ಈ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಯರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯೂಸರ್ಗೆ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್. ಆ ತರ ಅಲ್ವಾ ತಾನೆ ನಿಮ್ದು? ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ನಾ?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you should be very clear about the input.
Yes, sir. We will look into
it. Whatever you going to feed into the system, based on that system will work, isn't it?
Yes.
If you give the chest X-ray along with the parameters, then automatically the chest X-ray, whenever the query comes, it compares with that, then compare with the parameters, everything, and that gives whether he is suffering from COVID or not. Because see, when they are doing the projects about the diagnosis of the patients, it has to be very clear. You cannot give vague reports and all. So at least it should be clear, near to the 80 to 90% or 90 to 100%. So you need to, that is what every time, even so many times Professor Hemant insisted all the students, you conduct this literature survey. Why? Because see, technology part, you can apply whatever the technology is there, CNN, whatever this thing. But only the thing is, at least you should know the background of this particular input. Taking the chest X-ray for the COVID, you need to study about the COVID. So how this COVID virus is going to attack the chest, and how it is going to block the airways, and what percentage of the airways is going to block, and breathing, how much air the patient will take, human beings will take inside, and how much air will come outside. In between, there are some changes. Once it is infected, there are a lot of changes in the chest X-rays. Those parameters you have to list out. That will help you to put your project, apply your project to the particular sample, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So you should guide the system, you should educate your system by feeding the lot of information to the system. Then system will work like that.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. We will look into it.
ಗೈಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇಗೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಏನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹುಡುಗಿ, ಆಸ್ ವಿಕ್ಟರ್ ಸೆಡ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಎನಿ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ಸ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ CNN, ಮಿಷನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್, ಮಷಿನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್,
Yes, sir.
ಆ ತರ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಕೋವಿಡ್. But nobody is going to tell you what the difference between normal and chest X-rays, what are the parameter has to be considered to take it, because they don't want that.
Yes, sir.
Only thing is they want to segregate and put some segmentation, texture, this thing, and they have to identify the image. But everybody is doing the project on only image. But nobody is going to tell like a doctor, say, yes, it is right. But when you are doing this prediction, but you should know at least the basic idea of what is actually the normal and infected, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We will definitely look into it, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Any
hope
other question?
Saeed and team have noted all the inputs that have been given by staff members, Studi sir and
Yes,
even Victor sir.
Yes, sir.
I personally felt the inputs were very crucial. It will really help you progress towards the next stage. Okay,
Yes,
with proper
yes, sir.
planning and implementation planning.
Yes, sir. Sure,
So,
sir.
any questions from students? So, if not, okay, so we'll wind up the session. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, team.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All the best, guys. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.